All right. Next up, I think we're doing Canadians back to back. It's all happening. Alison Donaghey, the second Canadian you're meeting right now. Alison's book is Changing Your Business, Change the World, the Domino Effect of Your Thinking. And so, Alison, let's talk about why you wrote this book. You've been a businesswoman for a long time.
I have, 17 years.
So tell us about this book. Why'd you write it?
I think I always thought about things differently than the people around me. And I really understand the power of thinking critically and thinking about the things that you think about. More importantly, is what you're thinking today going to get you where you think you want to go? And I think there's an awful lot of problems in the world. And I think critical thinking is going to be what solves them, thinking about what you think about. So it was time to write a book. And then I met you and I thought, oh yeah, a woman of my dreams. We're going to write a book.
And we just met about 6 months ago. We met in March and we're standing here in September and your book is done. Had you previously thought about writing this book? Had you tried, or did you just get the idea 6 months ago?
Just got the idea 6 months ago.
And then bam.
Bam. Yeah.
Love it. Amazing. All right. We've got a couple questions for you. And I don't know if this has been an issue for you, but I'd love your thoughts on it, especially not just with the book, but with the business that you built. So Felice asks about perfectionism. Is that something you've had to battle?
Well, I'm fully aware that I'm not perfect, nor am I ever going to get anywhere near that. So I think perfectionism is one of those things that holds you back from doing what it is that you should be doing. And it's an excuse that we give ourselves to not actually get out there and share with the world what our gifts are. And it's like you pointed out, if there's a book inside of you or an idea inside of you and you are not releasing that, you are doing the world a disservice.
Love it. So powerful. And Holly wanted to know, and this is a great question for you. Holly asks, how did you determine the final perspective you wrote your book from? There were lots of ways we could go with this book. How did you zoom in on this angle?
Mostly because of you and your idea of having that perfect reader, and then staying true to who I am and speaking from my own voice. And so in my book, I have brought in people that have made a difference in my life and included them in the book. Like I could have used famous people, and that would have been great, but we've probably already heard all of their great ideas. And I wanted to really include those people who made a difference for me so that the reader knows that there are people in their life that's making a total difference for them and they might not even be aware of it. So to help them get aware of it.
Love it. What was your favorite thing about the process of getting your book written?
My favorite thing was when I stopped thinking. Yes, as a thinker, that's sometimes difficult. But when I stopped thinking that I knew more about this process than you did, and I just let myself trust and do what needed to be done in order to get the book that needed to get out there, that was the great part. And then, of course, Grace was an amazing editor, and we clicked, and she was from Canada. I don't know if she's from there, but she lived there, so that counts.
Vancouver, yeah.
Counts.
She's an honorary Canadian.
That's right. And the team that gets together and then all the help of the other women, just that connection was such a huge part of it. And Brian, right? Sorry, Brian, when you're not wearing your skirt. And yeah, it's just that the package of it was just so well put together.
I think community is an interesting thing to reflect on because there's a story that writing is a lonely activity and that you have to lock yourself up in a cabin alone and kind of struggle through it. I think usually with alcohol, we all have this Hemingway version of writing, but it's amazing the community that we create. And, you know, certainly you can do this as well and being lifted up by that community. So
yeah, it's a great process. Highly recommend it.
Well, congrats. Donaghey, the author of, is it Change Your World, Change the Business?
Yeah, Change Your Business, Change the World.
I was like, oh, that doesn't look right to me. Change Your Business, Change the World. It's a powerful book. And really, for those of you who are already critical thinkers, it's going to help you take that to the next level. How you think, the domino effect of your thinking, how you think about what you think about. So this one's for the cerebral folks out there, but it is incredibly powerful. And if you are, especially if you're a small business owner, this could have a tremendous impact on your business.
Terrific.
Congratulations. Thanks, Alison.